Hit it.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
Welcome.
Oh.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Fucking great.
It's Thursday, motherfuckers.
That's how we should start every fucking stream. It's Thursday, motherfuckers.
And we know what that means. It's business time.
It is.
Oh no.
You know what we do on Thursdays? We get down. Play some nerd shit. Anybody got any fun things this week that happened? Anybody see anybody, I don't know. What do you got? Chris!
I went to a
Snowed in
concert.
May.
Danny!
I went to a concert yesterday and I'm going to one tomorrow.
Who'd you see?
Oh, shit.
1975.
Yeah, but who'd you see? I know the year. Sorry.
Were they cute, Danny?
So hard.
Wait,
Just stop the music for that.
somebody pick it back up. No? Squeak!
Lint gravy.
Okay.
Amazing.
That's my new favorite button in the entire game.
We got some art done.
We did get some art. If you look to the... Where are we?
It should be to the right of your face. Other right.
Left.
Yeah, it rotates. Damn, dude, that's nice.
Oh, look, it's a little
Wait.
group picture.
Yeah, dude.
Oh shit.
Of the Wanted gang.
The Wanted Gang. Why don't you guys have a group name yet?
Because all we've done so
Cass
far
is
is
so
collect
fucking
skulls. That's it.
Lazy-eyed.
Man.
No.
Oh, wait, we gotta shout out our artist.
At Federico Peroni _freelancer
Legend.
for
Yeah, he's a baller.
the art.
What is going on with this webcam right now?
I was gonna
Dude,
say...
did you hotbox your room?
It just like zoomed in a bunch.
It might. You might have it turned on crack face or something.
Oh, it is.
Look
Yeah,
how-
it was.
It was
There it
coming
goes.
in.
Oh, dude, that's that stuff I used to do. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh,
my
yeah.
face.
That was so funny. Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm gonna set that bad boy back
Uh,
up.
Yeah.
Dude, if only
You
you
need
could
a
make your
hotkey for
eyes
that?
go wonky. If only you could look in two different directions.
That shit
the
was
same
so
time.
funny.
I don't know how to do it.
All right.
Alright, enough fuckery.
Is that enough fuckery?
I don't know. I don't think so.
All right. One more fuckery, then we're starting.
I got nothing.
All right.
LOL.
Guess we'll end the music.
We're playing a game now?
You guys, it's gonna be a hard transition here, okay? Just bear with it. Remember, let's get into the mindset we were in last time, okay?
Oh yeah, serious.
Yeah. So you guys found a hag in her den, and we're passing through a dark cave, and Belle and Kapwan feeling quite afraid. Belle especially. Ezro? What's his
Enzo.
name? Enzo. God.
Made him up.
Dude, I don't know.
Barely been a week.
It's been a whole week. I don't know my characters anymore. Enzo a bit afraid as well. You guys found an Ableton hag in her den, and they're pretty aggressively violent fight, and Castus barely coming out the other side. Several of you getting hurt in the tornado of bones. Enzo getting hit by a boulder as it fell from the sky. Kapwan getting attacked by a swarm of Ableton. Castus was able to, in a flurry of blows, quickly strike one and take the advantage of the situation and strike again, and end the hag. Pick up Kapwan sitting on the ground. Castus, I don't know if you sat down too. Everyone, the dust is settling. There's an eerie quiet in the bowl, the valley that you're in. I was going to do Enzo's voice, but I forgot what he sounds like for a moment. So
Sounds like a pervasive Frenchman.
Pervasive, such as French. Yes.
No offense if you're French.
No, fuck the French.
Whoa! Sorry to our international
Castus does
viewers.
not like the French people.
Sorry to our international viewers watching from France and
All million of them.
yeah,
Our largest audience.
we're gonna get a lot of hate mail for that. The PO
Good.
box is gonna be stuffed, guys. Did you sit out of breath, tired, bleeding, bloodied from the fight? What you guys doing?
I would like to get down on my knees and heal myself.
Okay. Make sure my dice pool is empty here.
I
Yes.
want to go towards her tent.
Just roll.
I'm over half dead. If that.
How are you healing? Just normal medicine check?
No, use divine.
Oh, then that's just whatever the spell difficulty is.
Oh, then I believe that is just 1. Want me to do it?
Yeah, and take 2 strain as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So take 1 strain, I imagine,
Yes.
and heal 2 wounds. Are you awake?
Yeah.
That suspense had me. The suspense of that response was mounting.
Yeah. I guess this. You are well struck. That was an impressive moment at the end there, but you look rather worse for wear.
Good
Kind
shit.
of comes over and like looks at. He's like assessing your wounds as you kind of take this time to heal yourself.
I'm good, Enzo. Thank you.
All right.
Good shooting. And I just kind of walk away.
So as you walk away, Enzo's standing there over the body. The fuck is this thing? Has anyone ever seen one of these before?
That's true. I am on it. An ugly lady. Yeah.
This is,
Where I'm from.
Jesus. I'm just picturing Castus as like the most fucked up face.
Can I do a check to see if I've heard of these before?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like maybe recognize what it might be?
Yeah, sure. Do a. I've got the purple dice. Do a. We had a new knowledge skill.
Education. Adventuring. could
Do
be
knowledge or lore, either one. Education or lore.
Alright, they're both the same.
No.
I do not
You
know.
kind of go up and start examining the body, and aside from the massive cuts across and an X pattern on her chest,
What's it look like? It just regular kind of like
And,
old lady?
no. And then
What's
a
the head
massive
look like?
gaping wound in her stomach, and so you look at her head. She's got like long, kind of stringy black hair, and then a nose that's protruded out, almost bird-like, several
Okay.
inches out, kind of hooked in.
So
her
somewhat
sunken
human
in-
face, but
Sunken in cheeks and like really set back eyes into the skull, and then if you look down on her arms, kind of got a hunch to her back, and her forearms seem abnormally long, and then her fingers are maybe 8 to 9 inches long that end in like sharp talons.
Okay. We're gonna take her head.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And we're there. and
Dude,
we're
fuck
cutting
that.
off
Take her
the
hands.
head.
Take them hands.
I
5
don't know.
minutes in.
I feel like
God,
cutting
so-
off the head is like kind of a, like a victorious thing. Cutting off the hand seems a little psychotic.
That's what's psychotic. Yeah, it's fine.
Because it's like you would cut off the head, put the head on a spike, and be like, it's like cutting
Yeah,
off
but the big
hands
hands,
is
the
just
hands
like,
are iconic.
Take her chin.
dude, that's just like, I don't know. I just want the head.
All right, make a survival check for me.
Yes. Get it.
We need to get
Oh,
Bell
yeah.
a meat cleaver.
Did Bell
All
get the
right,
spine
go ahead,
bone
and, go ahead
saw?
and describe to us how you come up and make this decision and begin to go about decapitating a body of a humanoid figure.
I walk up to it and I like draw my steel dagger out. It's nice and sharp, and I say, "Looks like we've got another to add to our collection." And I just kneel down and start like,
What the fuck is
I
happening?
grab the hair and just start cutting through the
What
the
the
tendons
fuck?
and all the veins.
You
in her
people,
neck.
the fuck are you doing? Why? She is dead.
Yes, it's our trophy.
Enzo like
It's
is
stranger when it's a humanoid figure.
It is.
Well,
I
she
think
didn't have
this
like
is
a
the
total
Enzo.
human face, so like I thought it was okay. That's why I asked. Because if he was like,
I
oh,
mean,
no,
she has
had, like,
a human face. It's not a beak. It's
Yeah,
just a
but-
big nose.
Big schnoz.
Well, you made it sound like it was like
It's like several
bird-like.
inches like that, but it's a nose still. It doesn't have a beak.
So she's deformed for sure. So we just cut the head off.
We need this for research.
Yeah, we need this for research to figure out what she is. Maybe some people have seen something like this before.
I cannot believe I have come with these people.
Maybe there was a bounty for it and we don't know. People will thank us. This is our proof.
Do you have any way to preserve it?
We must preserve it too. Go there. What are you going to boil this too?
What do you
still have
think,
not, you still have not returned his pot.
Who are
Oh.
you to be
It's
Well,
not your
eventually-
fault.
pot?
You still have his pot.
It's not yours.
I just simply noticed. I make an observation.
Well, can you
Fair
observe
enough.
the corpse and see if there's anything good?
I'm afraid I do not think I can look at the corpse now without getting light to my stomach.
Well, you're squeamish now. Okay.
Like as he's saying that, Bell is just like sawing tendons and cartilage.
The noise is
Yeah, it's-
disgusting.
It is, yes.
It's gut wrenching.
I would like to look and see what this thing is.
And so Kapwan gets up from on the edge of the rim and starts walking forward, and you can see the crunch of small bones as he approaches, hopefully
He
slightly
was
drowning
disappointed
out.
in himself until he heard the sound of a head getting cut off.
So as you come up, you see Enzo kind of like looking away like this. And then just behind him, you see Bell's back and just like this sawing motion. And like a hand of hair in one hand and just a sawing
Oh,
motion
God.
and tugging.
Good lord.
Oh,
I'm gonna
that should have
walk
been.
over to the tent.
That should have had
Kapwan,
an
you want to
extra
come visit
purple.
this tent with me?
I'll join you, Cannon.
Should that
Mm-hmm.
check have been hard?
What was it? Yes, sorry.
Okay, I will
Roll again?
reroll.
He knows it.
So Kapwan, and some of your studying, and this would have probably been up in the Ghostwood still, some of the tomes that you found. You would have heard of these humanoid hybrids, basically creatures that have been taken over by dark magic, and it corrupts them. And it's a hag. You'd be able to identify it as a hag. Some of the telltale features, the extended forearms and fingers, and then the the bird-like face almost, and then you would know that most hags they have some type of home area that they live in, like a den. And you could probably assume that this is this hag's like home turf.
Oh, cutting off that hag's head there, are you?
Yes. I think it's pretty well cut off at this point, probably.
Well,
Been
looks
a
like we
minute or
have something to boil tonight.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
So yeah,
I appreciate it.
these are typically creatures that have been corrupted by the use of dark magics, and well, this one's not corrupt anymore.
Can I go to her tent or her
Yeah,
hut?
so
What's her hut? Like, what's
Cannon-
describe the?
Cannon and Castus, as you guys are heading over and leaving those two to whatever they're doing, Enzo kind of sees you heading that way, and he sees any excuse to get further away from what's happening is a good excuse, so he joins in as well. You guys make your way up, and as you get close, there's a small fire pit surrounded by stones and like some bones left over in there, charred bones, and a small... It's not really an effigy as much as it is kind of a wooden rack with some kind of skin stretched out over it, drying in the sun. On the right. In the tent, it looks like animal hides. It's like a teepee almost, but with a slight protrusion on the front towards the part of the fire. But it's wood framed with various animal hides, not stitched together, but just kind of draped over in a way that they overlap.
Okay.
Is the fire like smoldering?
Yeah.
I
Like
peek
going big.
inside the little hut tent.
So
Little peek.
as you peel back like the layer of the flap that's hanging down the part of animals, this really thick, hot and humid wave of air hits you in the face, and as it hits you, it goes into your nose, and it smells like rotting flesh and the iron smell of old blood sitting out in the heat.
Oof.
And it's quite thick and pungent.
I'll cover my face up. I'll walk in.
It's not working. So as you go in trying to like in vain to hide from this smell, you get in there, and it's dimly lit, mostly through some of the light coming through the like gaps in the furs, and there's a small hole on top. It's just naturally lit, so it's relatively dim inside. The kind of down like it's a small tube, like the entrance area goes forward a little bit, and it opens up into a larger circular room, and there's different furs around a small chest, just like built things like furniture out of bones, like a chair built out of bones and tied together, and lots of bones dangling from things, and like wind chimes. As you kind of push in deeper, the smell like begins to kind of burn your eyes a little bit, and you look around the corner to the left of the tent, and you see Red Eagle chained to not chained, but restrained to kind of like a cross, a stretching thing, a naked body with thousands of like cuts on it, and broken arms, and effectively they've just been tortured and dead.
Oh,
And Castus, I don't know, you following him in there?
No, I'm just standing over the fire and like kicking dirt on it to.
Once he
Puff it
pulled
out.
back the flap of the tent, you'd have been able to smell it as well.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go ahead
Johnny,
and let
what's
the
in there?
body loose. I'm talking about no.
I don't want to.
So as you're kind of like cutting leather straps that are restraining it to this this cross, like chunks of flesh are kind of falling off, and like the arms are broken, like all the bones are broken. So the limbs bend at messed up angles, and things are bending the wrong way. And as you're kind of flopping it down, like she just collapses to the floor,
Okay.
like a slump.
Yeah. I just don't want her hanging up on there. I'm gonna leave her there though.
Good God, what is that smell?
Is there anything
Shannon, are
else?
you okay?
I'm fine.
Did you look around? Like it's imagine just like a small house, but it's like a teepee and various things around, a few sacks of different things and a small wooden chest, like a bone chair, and then like there's a spot with furs on the ground where it looks almost kind of like a nest. Not necessarily a bed as much as like a circle that's kind of piled up that you can assume that the hag slept in.
I'm gonna try and drag the chest out. I'm tired of this smell.
All right, make an athletics check.
Athletics, alright. Woohoo!
You have an upgrade on the right side of
Oh,
your
damn it.
sheet. It's okay.
And on the left side.
There's it takes you a second, but as you're kind of dragging it out, it's got a little bit of weight to it. You guys, or Castus, you see Cannon kind of hunched over, backing out of the tent, dragging a chest. One hand covering his face, one hand holding onto the side of the chest.
Nice finds. Crack it open.
Deal with that.
As you're trying to
Smell
get your
awful.
breath after holding it, like you are right by the front of the tent, so you get like this big whiff, just like the sweet irony smell of decay.
Oh.
Did you get it open?
Good gold. That smell is
Is it
so...
locked?
Yeah, there's a small metal latch on it that's got a lock, but
I want to bust. I want to smash it.
you make an athletics check for me. Oop.
No showboat?
No,
How are you smashing it?
my boot.
Yeah, so you just kind of lean back and take a downward kick at an angle, and the screws in the lock on the chest, it wasn't like just nailed in there, they pop out. Picture 3 feet long, 2 feet wide, and 1.5 feet tall. 2 feet tall.
All right, what's inside of it?
So as you open it up, there you see, you open it up and there's this, like a few smaller pieces of fur that look more like a clothing item. And as you're kind of digging around, you find a coin purse that as you're lifting it, it's a small leather pouch and it feels kind of heavy, and as you pick it up you hear the jingle of coins. And
Jackpot! Dingo, dingo, dingo.
there's this stone disc that's maybe 4 inches in diameter with intricate engravings of one side there's stone mountains, not mountains, but like the kind of like the scenery around, like the rocky plateaus in the open field, and then across from that there's the savanna grass and trees, and then the other 2 corners there's picture of the local wildlife, some of the zags, lions, and it's just like a 1/4 inch thick stone disc that you find.
Interesting. I put the coin purse in my backpack And the clothing item is it like a? I hold that up.
You're gonna pull it out, and it's kind of like it's an animal hide. The word I'm looking for. I'll say cloak, but it's not like long. It's just like a
shawl.
the ones that come down like around the chest and shoulder. Like it just covers your shoulder and has a hood. Like a mantle.
Or poncho.
Yeah, but it doesn't go that far down. Like maybe mid-arm down. Just like to keep rain off the top of you or things like that.
Is it? What's it made out of?
It's a nice. It looks kind of like thicker haired animal skin. You can make a. Is there a nature check? Survival, knowledge? Is there a knowledge nature check? What would be that? Education? Venturing, maybe?
Adventure, probably.
Yeah, do a knowledge and venturing.
Some sort of fur, and I throw it over my shoulder.
Like throw it to the ground over your
Just
shoulder? Like drape it on your shoulder?
No, just like to the side.
Okay.
And then, how much was the coin? How much was in the coin purse?
500 silver. It was a substantial purse.
Very nice.
And then at the bottom, after you take the mantle out and the disc out, you see a dagger made entirely of animal bone.
Oh.
And it's almost like horn, and it's carved pretty nicely. And the edges serrated like teeth. Comes to a point, like a diamond profile if you looked down the blade. And then the edges are serrated, and then there's a small crossguard made of smaller bones and a carved ivory handle.
Boom. It's got a good blade here. I'd like to hold the stone thing up, and so I pick up the dagger and the stone thing. They're in each hand, and I'm kind of showing everybody.
Nice.
Do I understand what the stone thing is? Is it some sort of
Make
magical thing, or does it have any?
Give utility on divine, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, make a knowledge lore check. That's what this is.
Boom, bitch!
Nice.
So, as you're looking at it, and
Oh, it's a 2 success, 3 disadvantage.
oh yeah, good call.
That's my one note.
As you're picking it up and examining it, and you're looking at these scenes and focusing in, you kind of let part of your mind drift. When doing that, you feel this connection to a power, and you're able to sense this is it's a piece of a map, kind of. It's kind of like a compass. It feels like you want it. It's drawing somewhere. It's looking for something. It is magical, though. You're able to definitely confirm that there is latent magic in it, and you get the sense that it's looking for something.
Hey, Kapwan, come take a look at this.
I'll have made my way over, and I'll kind of outstretch my arms as if to take it from him, and kind of.
And I give 125 silver to everybody,
Nope.
excluding Enzo.
He sees you handing out silver. What, did I do nothing?
Well, he didn't do everything.
I did more than this guy, and he points towards Kapwan.
He inspected those teeth back in the cave, remember that?
And then nothing happened.
Hey.
I saw the teeth. I bring us here. We go hunting. We are here because of me. But fine, no, Enzo does not care.
I'll
He's here
give
for the
Enzo.
family.
I'll give Enzo.
No,
100
please, Kenan,
silver.
it's fine. Don't give me your pity silver. I don't want it.
I don't want it either.
I want to be
Here's my share.
appreciated. I don't want this. No, it's fine. And
Then
he-
I give
he
him a
will-
hug. I'll give him a hug.
He'll accept a hug.
You did great.
Does feel like now it is not earned, and you're just saying this. Old Enzo.
You're my hunting buddy.
Oh, we do hunt. These other guys, though, I don't know. They don't like me. I feel
You
like
don't
it's,
like many.
I feel like
people.
it's the big one. He doesn't like me at all.
So,
That's because he has a crush on Belle. That's all.
That's at this point, I'm not sure if she seems a little crazy.
He is.
I was a fan, and then the head thing. I don't get it. She's still holding it. It's just dripping blood at the bottom. I don't know.
Just staring into its eyes.
She's just like. Okay. So you see this ring, and you can try and search for magic too if you want.
lore.
I don't know. Yeah, make a knowledge lore check. I don't know. Cast this, you can decide how much you tell him of what you felt, or if it's just, hey, check this out.
Kapwan, look at this thing. Looks like some sort of map. Is there an indicator of like?
More of like an art piece of a depiction of the area. It seems like familiar territory, like the stone plateaus and the savanna grass and trees. Kapwan, you wouldn't be able to feel any magic on it, but you
So
would put the connection. You would put the connection of it looking like it depicts things in this area, natural phenomena in the area.
Okay.
Cassis, the part of the compass it felt like it was trying to bring you somewhere. That was the magic. It's not showing you anything. It was a magical feeling, kind of an implied feeling. So it's not visually.
Where is it showing me or telling me? Where is it?
It's not like a super clear. You get this feeling of it wanting to lead you.
Which way is it leading me?
It's not any particular direction, but you feel a presence, almost like it has desires.
Do I think it has evil desires?
Is there a role for I don't know how to roll for Castus's interpretation, but let's try.
Yeah.
Make
do that.
a
Like perception, maybe, right?
perception or vigilance or discipline, maybe?
Okay. Which one?
Whichever you feel is the right one.
It does say meditate and discipline, and I feel like that's pretty good, right?
Alright, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sit and think about what it's trying to tell me and see if I can understand it any better.
You're not sure? You don't feel it's nefarious or anything like that? It seems as though it's behaving exactly to its nature, whether or not that nature is inherently good or bad. It doesn't have any ill intent, but it just has a desire that feels right to it.
Would I sense a spirit connected to it?
You don't sense any spirits, no.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to just hand the
So you don't feel
tablet
any
back
latent
to-
magic or anything, yeah.
No. I'm going to hand it back to Castus and look at Enzo and give him a rude gesture, and then I'm going to enter the tent.
Ken, as you come in for the hug on
Kapwan,
Enzo, you're looking over his shoulder and you see Kapwan like flipping him off behind his back as you're giving him a hug.
Kapwan, there's a hood or something on the ground that might be up your alley.
I don't say anything and enter the tent.
Okay then.
A similar scene as
I gotta
described
give
in
Belle the
canon.
dagger because I feel like that's that's hers.
Um,
Okay, I'll take
so-
it. I'll accept it.
You mentioned pouches earlier. I guess what I'm looking for are any like books or alchemical things or magical.
There's no books as you look around.
like
Make
a magical totem
Make a
or
perception check.
token or something? Perceive.
So as you're looking around, so the first thing you notice is this slumped over, kind of collapsed pile of broken body and rotting flesh. Mostly intact, but coming off of this X-shaped kind of stretching rack. And as you're looking through the pouches around, some of them are like different, like old foods and like pieces of meat and like what you maybe can think that they might. Well, it's some type of food.
Mm-hmm.
To you understand that someone would eat this. Just as a personal thing. The others would have been a little more freaked out about it. But you're like, yeah, so some of them are food, and like a rat that's just been like dead and in the sun for a while and like partially rotted, but like there's still plenty of not so rotted flesh on there. And then as you start picking around, there's a small pouch of kind of smaller bones, small animal. Think rabbit, rats, small animals like that. That's a pouch of animal bones.
I'll take that for sure.
And then just piles of stuff, furs and skins and things like that. There's some bone chimes hanging from the roof, like the ones where like there's strings tied to different ones, and then there's some horizontal bones with more things hanging from either side, and they kind of just chime in the wind.
Is there anything that stands out to me as being used in some sort of ritual that the hag would have been doing?
No, not in the room. No.
Okay. Then I guess I'll come back outside and study the totems. That's the only other thing I can think to do.
Out in the center.
Is this not a totem here?
It's like a skin drying thing.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just, I guess, examine the totems.
Those are out in the middle. So you guys see Kapwan walk out of the tent and head back out towards the middle. Bell Custis is handing you this this pretty ornate ivory / like in bone dagger with serrated edges. It's very sharp.
Very
interesting.
interesting.
Probably only 4 inches long, with a similarly lengthed handle. Very small dagger. Kind of like the butt is like the end of like a bone with a joint.
Yeah. I'll take it and
You can just add like an ornate bone dagger to your inventory.
yeah, I'll just put it in there for now, and then I would like to see if I can like either take one of the strips off the rack or off the hut entrance or something and like bag the head up in one of those
Yeah, you could
like
find
skins or something.
Yeah, you could do that. So Bell
Okay.
starts taking apart some stuff and making a makeshift bag. Kapwan,
Yeah.
you're heading out towards the middle, and you get up on the like layered plateau of a rock, and the little bits of crystal laying around, like the dust shimmering in like the dirt. It's almost like glitter around.
Did all of the crystals break, all the red ones?
They kind of, yeah. So all of the crystals scattered and turned into this dust, and now there's just like this powder coating around that gives the ground this kind of shimmery, glittery look to it.
I'm gonna scoop some of that up.
It's not contained. So imagine if you put a handful of glitter in a leaf blower.
Okay.
So like you'd see it on the ground, but you wouldn't be able to scoop it.
Like it would take me a couple of days to go pick up each and every little. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're spread out because the wind was blowing around with the bone tornado.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the bone tornado.
So that like it shattered and like it got spread around.
Can that be the name of our cart, the bone tornado?
I hope not.
Please, dude, it's already covered in skulls and shit.
God.
I like it.
I forgot what is with us? Like our last game was the fucking grave diggers. That's fucking bone tornado.
We had a truck in that game. That was a little different.
I did give you the grave. I think I described it as the grave digger.
That was an aggressive.
With the machine gun on top.
Yeah.
We'll have to pick up them at some point and do a grave digger one shot.
That was an aggressive campaign.
Dude, it was.
I love it,
we
dude.
were
It was like
running
playing
people
it
over.
was
straight
great.
team.
It was great.
So, okay, tell me about the totems then, since the crystal dust is unpickupable.
Stone and bones, and at the top there's stretched skins and different kind of patterns, some swirling. One of them has like this swirling leather strips and like flat skins, and like they've been painted on in blood and stride, and the other one is more geometric shapes and crisscrossing of different geometric shapes. Sorry.
F1 starting early.
Sorry. My AC
That was
is
piston.
my AC is broken. She's just ripping ass.
Yeah.
Like what? To machine gun fart.
I guess is there anything
so-
magical about the totem or any
Yeah, so do
markings?
a knowledge lore check.
Knowledge lore check. What am I doing? Oh, knowledge lore check. Too many windows open. One success.
So it's definitely used. This setup is definitely used in a magical ritual. Tell that it's kind of this. It's designed to be like in between, and there's markings on the ground. You're able to pick up that this. It's a like a circle of power almost, but you're not really able to discern what it's for or how to use it. But yes, it is a magical ritual kind of station.
Okay. I'll go over. I guess I'll tell Castus, hey, I was inspecting those totems and seems to be some kind of ritualistic station for magic. Could be perhaps where the hag drew her power or something of that nature. You like to write things down. Do you think you could sketch us a little layout of what we got here, and maybe when we get to the Imperium we can ask somebody?
Yeah, I can do that. Belle, can I get my ink back?
You look over to Belle, and she's tying and making small ties with leather straps in this sack, and she's made a makeshift sack, and she's stuffing a hag head into it currently, almost like a weird leather-bound present.
I thought I gave you your ink.
She says as she pulls the last strap tight.
I don't remember having it. I checked my pockets. Do I have it? I don't know.
Oh, no.
Sure, I have it, and I give it to him.
Thank you.
Oh, here it is.
It was next to my other head.
I want to do a rough sketch of the area we're in with what Kapwan said, and then I want to spend the rest of the time.
All right, do a
Oh boy.
coordination check.
Coordination. Interesting.
What in coordination?
Jesus Christ. I hate you, Danny. The absolute fucking worst.
2 threats.
So you're able to get a rough sketch, but it's not like a picture. You're limited, like you don't usually do a lot of sketching and not a lot of like realistic sketching either. Trying to get a nature kind of image.
And then I want to do the rest of trying to like another page of like sketching the disc I have.
Mm-hmm. You could probably just do a rubbing of that, and that would be easy enough.
I do a rubbing.
It's an old-fashioned technique they did. That comes out pretty good. It's pretty easy, but the sketch is it's fine. So, we had enough time here. I have not, place gives me the creeps. Too many bones and headless corpse.
Oh yeah, there's a shitload of bones. I'm gonna pick up more bones.
All right. So, Squeak, you could fill your inventory with bones here. So, you decide how many encumbrance of bones you want. There's literally thousands upon thousands of bones.
I'll take only the big ones. No. Yes.
Thousands upon thousands, Squeak. There's hundreds of big bones.
1 encumbrance of big bones.
All right, we'll say that gives you 10, like, femur and arm length and sized bones.
This stone disc that I found. It's a map, or right, or it has symbols of locations.
It has drawings of natural phenomena that are around this area. So things you've seen recently in the day, the stone formations, like plateaus like this, savanna grasses and trees, zags. I haven't seen lions, but there's pictures of lions, which Castus you would know are in this kind of area. So it's not like a map with a line on it. It's just picture of natural things, and then you get this feeling that this wants something. It wants to take you somewhere, but you're not sure, or it's not giving it direction immediately. But you can kind of sense that desire.
Put it in my bag.
Well,
If nobody's gonna pick up that fur hood, I will pick that up for the time being.
I think that's yours.
I think it is, at least for now. We'll figure it out later, but
Yeah,
we don't want to leave
I just
that.
bought armor, so.
We get going back. The caravan's
Yeah,
probably
we should get going back. I think we're all exhausted at this point.
Oh, what time of? I want to look up to the sky and see what time of day it is.
On this, it's probably midday now.
Midday.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Enzo, do you think the caravan left without us?
No, the caravan would not leave without us. It's not unheard of for a hunting trip to go for more than a day, so
Okay.
they will be wondering where we are, but they will just assume we have been on the trail.
Hopefully they're not eating.
It is one of the family. They will not leave without me.
Are they going to be disappointed that we don't bring any food back?
No, they are only. They only care if you try to do it, and if you fail, it is okay. It's something. It's not catching.
Okay.
I'm gonna enjoy
let's
some
head back.
water.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy some water from the water skin, and then take a little pipe smoke. Pack up a little pipe tobacco.
I guess I'll lead the way back to that little cave hole where we came from.
All right, so yeah, you guys are able to get out, and Bell lights up a pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, approved. Pipe lighting approved. There's I'm not gonna make you guys find your way back through everything again. If there's anything else you guys want to do in the cave or here or on the trail back,
I don't think so. I think we.
or any RP or anything like that. If not, we can take our first break here and just hard cut when we get back.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
All right.
Got my bag of bones. Actually, those space bones that we found in Utah, Chris, are in here. Space bone. Space.
You muted, Chris.
Space bone. From Utah.
Yeah, we found them out in the desert.
Well, you were fucking tripping balls.
Alien bones.
Yeah, dude, because they sound like titanium or some kind of metal when you hit them together.
I love a good alien bone.
Ooh. Beautiful.
It's too good.
Wacka wacka.
All right. Are we ready to come back?
Yes.
Tell me when.
We're back.
All right, so you guys make your way back out through the tunnel, through the countryside, and sorry, I had to Google Toyota cars just to have that up on my other screen, just in case I need one.
Are you serious? Nice.
I usually prep random names in case I need them, so I mean, this is the equivalent in our game.
Brought to you by Toyota.
Shout out to our sponsor, Toyota. The best a man could get.
We're gonna get sued.
Wait, which one, Gillette or Toyota?
Probably both.
Yes.
Man.
I would love to get sued by Toyota.
I would too. That'd be badass.
How successful was you guys' stream? I don't know. We got sued by Toyota, so that's but we're clearly something. No, we don't have anybody. He's making your way back through the cave, and probably at some point during the night, maybe 2 or 3 hours after sunset, you guys approach the caravan and return back. There's a few fires lit, and you see Gus. Gus sees you coming in, and he approaches you. How did it go?
Oh, fucking shit.
I see you've come back empty-handed.
Oh, we're
Long
not
hunt.
empty-handed.
Long hunt for no kill. Too bad.
Well,
I don't have anything nice to say, so I'm not gonna say anything at all.
Enzo kind of walks
Not to-
by Gus and like puts his hand on his shoulder, and he's like, "This was not a good outing, my friends."
As he says
Get
that,
some rest.
I undo the bag and I roll out the hag's head in front of Gus's feet.
You've got no chill. You have 0 chill, Bell. Hey, how was the hunt? It was
I
not
love it,
great.
dude.
Bell
Like thi-
dumps a decapitated head in someone's feet.
This is what took us so long.
The fuck is that?
Your guess is as good as mine.
that's
Some kind of
there's
monster.
That's probably not true. I didn't kill it.
There's your typical hag head.
Haghead. I'm not familiar.
It's a creature, formerly human, corrupted by
I can
dark
see
magic.
it's a creature. Dark magic. This is out of my... Oh, sounds like Gibby's problem. God damn it.
Fuck.
Did you say Gibby?
Someone care to go and fetch Gibby. Maybe he can tell us more.
Oh, I'll go get him. I could do for a horn of ale myself.
Why did I do this?
Amazing.
God, fuck. Okay. Alright, what's happening? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna give Enzo a hug with a bloody bag, kind of still in my hand, and give him a hug.
He's
So-
walking away. Are you gonna
Oh,
chase
he's
him
walking
down?
away?
Yeah, like he like walked past Gus and gave it on the like a pat on the shoulder and was like, "This is fucked." So you're gonna scramble, pick up the head, and go hug him.
No.
Okay.
No, I just meant like with the like empty bag. You know, it's just still kind of bloody and got some brain matter on there and stuff.
Did you crush it? You didn't blow her head up.
No, but I mean, I imagine it leaked out.
From where? The fucking throat?
The neck!
That's not how brains work.
Spinal fluid?
It is, like, you know, it's right up there.
Something would leak
Got a
out.
hole, you know.
It's not just an open hole.
No, but your thing goes down into your, like...
I know, did you pull that out? This is a fresh kill. Like, this isn't, like, long dead. Did you dig out
there's leakage of something.
Something's leaking out of there. That's all.
It's
I'm
not
saying.
dry.
It'd be spinal fluid if it was, which was like clear and goldish colored.
How would you know that?
Marrow.
You don't know what color spinal fluid is?
No, I've never decapitated a man.
Oh,
Mine's blue.
no, you're not a horseshoe crab. That's just it's not all jokes. Some of it's information.
All information are jokes.
I'm not even sure at this point, but...
That's what memes are.
Most expensive liquid on the planet. Horseshoe crab blood. Fun fact. Yes, that's a fact.
We'll see.
I don't know if I believe that.
Alright. How
What about
much
melted
does
gold?
1 liter of horseshoe crab blood cost?
You are now on a list of the government.
First of all, yeah, what are you doing with horseshoe crab blood?
They use it for, it's a medical study.
Building superheroes?
Okay, yeah.
So,
My research says scorpion venom.
Is the most expensive, like, per liter?
Liquid in the
so
world.
horseshoe crab blood goes at $60,000 a gallon.
Wow.
Scorpion venom goes for 39 million
I bet
per
you
gallon.
Jesus.
that a gallon
corrected.
of liquid morphine is worth more than that.
Of pure.
Dude,
pure
this will put me on a
morphine.
list. How much would a gallon of morphine cost?
Yeah, it has to be pure
On the
though.
street.
Yeah, like a street price? I don't know what heroin costs, but that's different. A liquid, like, morphine is not...
Heroin's cheap, man.
Yeah, but morphine is not the same exact thing.
I don't know. What's the street price of morphine,
We
Chris?
should get back on track here.
Yeah, we should.
What are we doing? What is this that we do?
We're going to talk to Gibby.
God damn it.
We're gonna take the head to Gibby and see if he knows anything about it.
Just
Which
toss
he-
it.
I'm not gonna toss it at Gibby because
Alright,
he's not a
guys.
dick.
I'm actually really tired, and I would like to go to sleep.
Test this before you go. I hand him the healing rock.
Oh, thank you, Kenneth.
And it has not been utilized nearly. I forget that exists. It is, yeah, one encumbrance, but that's okay. We don't have to worry too much about it. All right, so it is 2 hours past sunset, and you guys know what that means. Gibby's drunk.
Yep.
Are we staying in place for the night then?
Yeah, the caravan stopped. It's set up.
Okay.
I go to our tent to sleep.
I'm gonna go tend
I'm exhausted.
piston. Tend to
Oh.
piston.
So who's going to Gibby?
I'd
Val
like to
and
talk to
Kapwan?
Gibby about the head. Yeah, I want to take Gibby the head.
So as you guys head towards Gibby's tent, it's parked in its normal fashion with Rose out front, sleeping standing up, because unlike most horses, she does that. Because she's a mule, but same. You see the side of it propped open, like the roof, the wall basically kicks out to be an awning, and the floor slides out a bit and has legs. It's kind of like a mobile home that gets bigger when it parks. He's kind of designed some kind of clever things here, and you guys see kind of laying down on the part that's out over the edge on his back, smoking a pipe, a small body with this massive puff of golden curly hair, basically this big fro of tight curls, and pipe smoke coming up.
Gibby. Hey there, bud.
Australian.
That's not
That's
a knife.
not a knife.
That's not a knife.
There you go. You got it.
Oh! 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 Kapwan! I don't know how to say your name. Kapwan! No, I don't know. Hey!
Hey, Gibby.
You.
How the
Oh,
hell
no,
are
I'm
ya?
Australian.
How the hell are ya?
Oh,
Fucking cunts, I had to drink
Oh.
alone tonight.
oh, not anymore.
I
No.
just lit up a pipe. You want some?
Does it have any
Yes.
specific aroma
It's,
to it?
It's good leaf here.
Bell interrupts and just says yes, and
Yeah,
Steps in closer.
it's tobacco. It's nothing crazy.
Okay. I'll smoke it. Smoke a fit.
smoke with this.
Oh, a hell of a hunting journey there. I mean,
Oh,
fun nights out in the wilderness.
We found something that we'd like you to look at.
Oh,
See
Oh,
if you could maybe.
I'd love to look at anything of
us.
yours.
I'm gonna get myself a beer.
I'm playing with you. I've had a few drinks. He just continues drinking heavily.
I'm gonna take
A
his
few.
cup from him and refill it.
Hey!
I'm gonna refill
Oh.
it for him.
All right, I thought you were trying to cut me off. You know what happened last time? Someone tried to cut me off. So I got my name, Gibby the Lion. Because I drink like a lion.
That way.
Can I do a perception check to see if that's the real reason why they call him Gibby the Lion?
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this one way or another.
He does drink like a lion.
It definitely isn't.
3 successes. Oh, it's not. Damn it.
You're definitely sure that can't
That's-
be it.
that's
You've
not why.
spent a lot of time with him, and you've heard hundreds at this point. Potential reasons for him to be called Gibby the Lion.
It's
Okay.
even called Give Me the Line.
Self-proclaimed.
I don't know if you guys have heard anyone else say it.
Everybody else does just call him Gibby, I think.
Yeah, they do just call him Gibby. Well, you guys don't call him Gibby the Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I guess I'll unbag the head and like show it to him and ask him if he's ever seen anything like this.
Ain't anything like it. My first girlfriend looked like that. She starts laughing.
I
No,
laugh.
No, she was uglier.
Jesus Christ.
He's
No,
fucking
what the fuck
murdering
is-
right now with a crowd of 2 people.
I hate this so much. I hate Gibby so much.
I want to play Gibby.
Kurt's like, if Cassidy's gonna die, Kirby's gonna be like, "Can I reroll?" And he's like, "Well, can I just take Gibby?" Gibby,
Amazing.
the fucking
want that to
lion, dude.
happen.
Imagine the art from Gibby.
Oh God.
That'd be a picture.
That'd be great.
No, what the? I haven't seen one of these. Pretty fucking ugly, huh? Not one of the toppest Sheilas I've seen.
Almost as ugly as I am, right?
Almost, not quite. Where'd you find her? I've been to a lot of
Up in
shitty
the-
taverns in the world, but not that bad.
The mesa. Somewhere out in the mesa, in a cave.
Cave woman.
It was a
Yeah.
very strange encounter.
She had teeth hanging from the ceiling and all kinds of crazy.
Well, where's the rest of her?
Oh, we left her back in the den.
Probably eaten by Appletons by now.
Shame.
What?
Yeah. I feel worse for the woman that she tortured to death.
Well, I would too. She look at her? He's laughing to himself. He doesn't know what you're talking about.
Do you know of any
He's
magic
trash.
rituals that involve torture or human sacrifice? Yeah, I mean, this is probably a terrible time to be talking to him while he's fucking hammered.
Like, he's absolutely wasted right now.
You guys just showed him a head. He's like, "That's a fucking head, yeah."
Yeah, great. You know what, Gibby? It's been nice.
No,
Nice
what
chat
is
with
it? You say she's been torturing her.
Yeah, evidently.
And said Kapwan, you said it's one of these hags, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, things I've heard about hags is a bit of blood magic and lots of not good doing. They usually have a little spot they like to hang out. Is that where you found her?
Yeah.
Like a little home sweet home. Like this is all. If Gibby was
Something
a
like
hag,
that.
this cart would be mine. I'm not a hag, I'm a lion. Well, that's another story.
Fuck. Kapwan says to himself.
But what on you, Kapwan? You seem a little tense. Have a drink. He pours you a drink in your drinking horn.
If I start running right now, will I be able to run back to the inn and then back to the caravan before they leave?
You can make it. Make a knowledge adventuring check for me. Maybe.
Maybe.
You think it's close?
Fuck.
The advantage is you
I'm not gonna
probably
risk
think
it.
like they don't seem like the kind of group to leave people behind. But it's what are you fucking for, Kapwan?
Oh. The
Have a
woman-
drink. Drink up. You're not drunk.
I'll
I'm
get
drunk.
drunk. I'll get
What about
drunk.
you, Shayla? We've not drank together. I can find another cup, and he's like digging around at there's hundreds of cups around.
While he's looking, I'm
And
gonna
he's just
go
like
turn to-
looking at. If anyone
take a
catches your
small-
eye,
I'll take a small drink, like a small cup.
I will tell them that I think the woman that was tortured to death was similar to what happened to me. But I would need to investigate the scene further to be sure.
fuck me dead. That's a
Yeah.
that's a shitter of a story.
Well, I
Is
got
that how you
out
got that
alive.
that scar?
Yeah.
The scar that's fucked up your face.
Oh yeah. And my eye.
You got
Face and
tortured.
my eye.
I wasn't gonna bring the eye up.
Well, maybe I should get an eye patch.
Yeah, it's fucked too, mate. What about you, Belle? You tortured? How's your eye? So you've got a tattoo? And he's like,
He's just trying real hard to see if it's 2 J's or 3.
is it a black eye?
Something that
Makeup? What's on it?
Something that my people do from
Idiot.
Yawara.
Ah. Yawara. Hell of a place, never been. Heard things.
Beautiful, I assume.
Have you you're from there.
I know.
You can have an opinion of it how you want.
It's beautiful. Right by the sea. Not like this dry,
Hate to say.
barren land.
Wouldn't go near it, fish pee in it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I
It's
made this
okay, no,
character.
that's great.
but it's-
I love it. I love it. I think that Belle probably should get some rest this evening because I'm like really hurt and tired. So
Well,
I think I'm gonna pack up the head and head to the wagon to go to sleep.
I'll have fun with your new friend.
I'm gonna go with, and I'm going to get a pot of boiling water ready.
Oh,
Do it.
okay.
Do
So as
it.
you guys leave, Gibby continues just drinking by himself heavily. You guys head back to the tent. Castus is getting ready for bed. Cannon's spending some time with Piston, brushing her hair.
Figure anything useful out?
But sometimes they congregate, the hags. He's a little drunk, so we didn't get a whole lot of information.
That usually works out. Well,
Perhaps we can talk to him again in the morning.
good plan.
We should probably warn the leader of the caravan about what we encountered. Just in case that we encounter any other strange behavior from the animals.
Not a bad idea.
Agreed. Kapwan says as he's stoking the fire. And I'll be using our new pot.
Yeah, you bought one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. When we were in the valley and stuff, it seemed like there was only one hag in the tent and stuff. There wasn't signs of multiple. We didn't really look for that, but
No. You guys didn't get any hints of multiple, no.
okay.
Right, so this is, your guys' time now.
If we want to do anything,
Any RP, any hangout sessions, any one-on-ones, or we're just going to boil ahead?
I'm just gonna tell everybody that was a close fight. It was dangerous, and I'm glad that we all made it out. Kind of realizing everything, playing back what all happened and everything. That was fucking crazy.
yeah, I don't know what my problem's been lately. Maybe I've been getting too drunk with Gibby every night, but here recently I've just been off. My magic's been shit.
At this point, I sit up and go, Kapwan, I've been dragging you back to the cart for the last week. Every morning.
Oh no, I wasn't making it back. I'm pretty sure.
You weren't.
Well, what do you mean?
Tucked you in for weeks now.
Oh, well, I appreciate you. Thanks for not letting me just sleep on the ground, I guess.
I did just buy this tent, so we should use it.
Let's use it.
I'm already in it, I think.
Okay.
Just lay back down.
I'll get in there. I was gonna go to sleep, so I'll get in the tent and lay down. I'm gonna go to sleep. I need to heal.
I'll stay up with Kapwan, and I'll bring out my little guitar and play little soothing songs so the guys can go to sleep.
What is the right song to boil ahead to?
Just calm strumming.
Is that the right mood?
Here
Alright.
Comes the Sun by the Beatles.
Yeah,
That's great.
that's such a
Calm,
good one.
relaxing.
Here comes the sun.
Yeah, just a little nice for just
I'm kind of poking. Is the head? Yeah, I'm poking the head as it boils to the beat.
Oh.
I cannot freaking imagine the smell that comes from our fucking cart.
yeah.
Think
Or just
so.
general
It
area.
probably
There's a
smells
brain.
it
Well,
smells
we
like the
keep moving,
hags.
we're dumping the waste off, and then
Okay.
we're moving on the next day, so it might be alright.
Oh man.
I don't even know what to say.
Alright, so I guess we'll fucking fade out on this day of adventuring as Cannon plays fucking Beatles song, and the Kapwan pokes a fleshy, boiling head on beat. There's also gonna be like hair coming off and skin sloughing in this pot. And
We're
like,
disgusting.
there's like brain cavity that's like at some point popped, and like now it's like pushing goop out of the spinal column.
Yay! That's when you know the process is going right.
Oh, that's the
Bell has a pop.
Yay!
You just hear from the tent.
Yay!
I'm having a drink.
God damn.
Oh, fuck. What is wrong with us?
The Bone-nado.
Oh my fuck.
NATO.
That'd be the most fucked up reaction to a description like that I could have ever imagined.
That's when you know, man.
Oh, there's, like,
That's how you know it's
coming out of
going
a
well.
Spinal column. Oh yay!
Jesus Christ,
Oh
dude.
my fuck!
Oh yes.
What? I don't know what to do with that. It's
I don't
morning.
either.
It's
I don't
morning
either.
now, and everyone can wake up, and let's just try and get past this.
Brain's back.
I'll,
I get up and give the rock back to Cannon and go, "Thank you. I feel marvelous."
Oh, good.
I would have returned the pot sometime.
So everybody can gain a wound and full strain. Castus is back. You're full.
I'm also full, just to let you know. From my...
I didn't ask.
Great, because I'm just telling you.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Right now, your guys. What's the?
I
day?
go and feed Piston.
I'd like to ask Kapwan if he'll take a look at this cut that's like on my arm or something, and perhaps he can give me a little medicine check.
are you severely injured? Is it a critical?
It is not a critical, but I'm about 50%, probably about 65% of my normal.
Okay. I'm gonna bust out the old divinity, put my hands on both sides of the cut, and do you have my difficulty dice in there, or do I need to put?
No,
them in?
you need to put them in for spells.
Do.
2 wounds, 2 wounds. Bell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel much better.
As he kind of comes over and puts his hand on you, get this warm tingle, and take 2 strain, Kapwan.
Yes. Wait. No. I'll just heal my strain because Bell's
Yep,
strain's already
got it.
strained.
Your wound kind of starts to close together, and it's not fully healed, but it's it's like a few weeks into healing. Just after that.
Maybe I can help you. I walk up and I grab my
Well, what are you saying? I
Families.
didn't help him?
family symbol and I just put my one hand on Bell's shoulder.
Here comes the sun.
2 more wounds.
Oh,
4 wounds actually.
Oh, jeez. I'm 100% now.
Castus
4
comes in
wounds.
and pops off.
The extra success or advantage?
Boom, 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 boom.
Is that what that does? Do you take your 2 strain?
Yeah.
Bicycle.
I got that holy icon, boys.
Oh, that holy some bitch.
Jesus Christ, it's literally 80 degrees in my yeah, anything else you guys want to do?
Return the
You guys
pot.
are...
Oh yeah, I will return the pot. I want to return the pot because I borrowed it.
And the leader of the caravan, I think we should let them know what we encountered. Like, we found this dangerous magical creature, so it might be wise to be cautious. I don't remember the leader's name. Lead Corporal Nuts, right?
Alright, so you guys all going?
Corbin, Krell, Prin, Kapwan, Cannon, Cast.
A lot of K and C and...
No F's.
Name one guy, give me the lion. And
All of a sudden, he's the best character.
I hate him. I hate Gibby so much.
He's the best NPC I've ever known.
He's not.
He's amazing.
He's up there with Nando.
Dude, yeah, he is.
Nando Driggle.
Nando, dude, that was the worst last name.
Dude, I can recognize big names really quick.
That was awesome.
That's almost as good as Herb Frantangelo.
Herb.
Herb. Oh my god.
So yeah, I guess we go up as a group and
so
just like
hot.
kind of talk
So-
to him.
As you guys
Right.
are making your way forward, Kapwan, this is the earliest you've woken up as part of the caravan in a while. And you guys are walking by. You don't see Gus at his cart. Passing up, you see Gibby's cart, and as you look towards it, you see Gibby passed out underneath it. He's under the cart. And,
Gibby, what you doing under there, bud?
hear this, like, loud purring snore.
Oh god.
He's just like picture like sprawled out, like not normal. Like he blacked out and he's just in a place.
Okay.
You keep going up. You don't see Enzo and his cart as you guys are pushing forward up towards the line. You get closer and you see Corcoran and Gus and Enzo chatting. As you guys approach. You guys just, I don't need some give and take here.
What we?
You're walking up to him. I don't know. What are you guys?
Hello?
What's your plan? You just talking?
Oh shit,
Yeah.
sorry, my mic
I
was
just
muted.
wanted to tell him that we found this magical creature that was dangerous on the hunt yesterday, and that we should be careful going forward.
Yes.
Sure, Enzo's already said something about it.
Yes, Enzo was telling us about your encounter. Sounds quite dangerous. I'm happy everyone made it back.
So, how many days out would you say we are?
From where?
Oh, the next town.
The next town shouldn't be too much farther. Another week or so. Maybe two. Something that's a ways, but we'll make it. As long as, you know, these wildlife and things like that don't catch us.
Well, we should get to it then.
Yeah, we should get ready to hit the road, probably.
Caravan's not gonna move itself.
Aye.
All right. Yeah. So you guys can pick up camp and move. I'll keep going. Or looking at a map. Oh, do I have a map in here? I do have a map in here. You guys are probably
Yeah, we
Doing
stopped
good.
at Garrus how many days ago?
That'd have been like 6 days.
Okay, so 6 days southeast of Garrus.
Yeah.
Well, three or four of travel. Cool.
Yep. Yeah, because the 2 days of, well, it was basically 1 day of not traveling, and this is the 6th day that you've begun traveling. There's someone has to wake Gibby up from under the cart and get him going, but they're aware. They know his ways. Gus kind of just hitches up his horse, and Enzo tosses him in his cart front. Rose knows what to do. She follows. And you guys get up, hitch up Piston, and begin taking the road. Can we take a short break here?
Yeah.
To get my brain together.
So what's the next move? I can't. Something's fucked up with OBS. Every time I switch it back to the layover, it plays the fucking yeah, and I can't like I've restarted OBS and deleted the transition and it still plays it. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. I think we should have it out while we're writing to see if we can see. Well, that, and to see if we can like look at the symbols on it, and then like hold it up, like, oh shit, this is that landmark. Probably. I don't have a way to pull up the. Oh yeah, I do.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know, my brain stopped working.
You're good.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So over the we can do a few days of travel here. What are you guys each going to be doing? We're gonna kind of just move forward a few days.
I'd be mostly keeping to myself. Have the stone tablet out to make sure if we saw any landmarks or anything that fit with the tablet, I would notice it, or if any magical thing was like if it shined or anything. But mostly just scribbles and note taking.
Okay. Anyone else? How are you spending your days and nights as a team?
I'm probably gonna be out with Enzo every couple nights or so for a hunt. Kind of work on my hunting stuff, my shooting, and all that stuff.
Okay. Kapwan, are you drinking, Gibby?
Sure.
I'm gonna be talking. I'm gonna talk to Enzo during the day, sometimes, and be nice. And then I'm gonna be reading the book of maps and smoking my pipe.
Okay, so as you guys are traveling and pretty hot days, Castus's go by and you see lots of plateaus in the distance, and you compare them on there to the one on the circle, and see the trees, and they all seem so familiar, and the grasses and the vistas on the circle seem as if they could be any one of these. Every now and then you'll get a small sense of kind of a push towards mostly the direction you're traveling. But also it's not like something that you know for sure. You know, it's a feeling like this. The disc seems content with what's going on in the direction you're going. More of what it is.
Okay.
You know, it's not like this way, but it's like it seems like whatever it wants to happen is it's content with the way it's unfolding. Kapwan, you spend a few nights drinking with Gibby, and you're after Cast has told you that you know, he had to put you in bed basically. You are trying to, I assume, I guess you're trying a little better to get back on your own.
Yeah, I'm not drinking nearly as much or spending as much time at Gibby's cart. You know, stop by, have a couple with dinner or after we eat at night, and then all right, man, I got to go back, and I will be reading my books, and also I also want to try to get in touch with that tablet again if I can.
Okay. Well, one of the nights while you're reading your book and the others have kind of been going to bed around you, the Cannon kind of seeming to be in, like, he's asleep, but in some kind of maybe distress or nightmare state, and all of a sudden you feel a presence, a spirit, somewhere nearby, somewhere within, 100 yards of you.
Well, should I do it?
Outside, and Cannon is kind of rushing. Cannon, you're having a nightmare. You're back in her. You're in a cell. You're sitting and you see the shadow there talking to you, and you flash forward to the cave and the kobolds, and when he found you again and said that looks like you need some help again, and kind of came in. You're dreaming of him, and you know that it's close. The spirit that follows you is close. You're in the dream, and you're in a field. You're in the savannah, and it's dark all around, but the skies are above you, and there's a mist a few feet off the ground. Through the mist, you think you can see a shadow kind of off in the distance.
I will have sought out the spirit.
I'm trying to give Anna a sec here.
Okay.
What could I help you with?
You've been getting into more trouble recently.
Well,
I knew you were strong, that's why. But I don't see how this brings us any closer to our goals.
I mean, we're on the move, aren't we?
I suppose.
That
Isn't
is our
it-
goal.
And as you see kind of we'll flash back into Kapwan, and you see kind of Cannon like get up and like sit up more straight, and like, you know, the rapid eye movements. And are you activating your thing?
You said it's a couple of 100 yards away.
It's within. You're not like, you can tell it's close by, but within
Okay.
100 yards.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But,
activate my thing.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
that's... I didn't realize where our story points were. We should be good.
I mean, I
So
am.
as
No, I
you-
like this. I like this. I just didn't know.
As
Yeah.
you activate it, you get this feeling that there is definitely a almost a vengeful spirit around. It doesn't seem hostile, but it seems powerful and driven. And Cannon, in your dream, spirit you're talking to, and one of your friends is aware. He knows I'm here.
Okay.
Who are these people that you've put yourself with?
Well, survival's chances are greater with numbers, so
You know, the only person you can trust is yourself. And me, of course.
well, yeah, you saved me a couple times, but doesn't necessarily mean I trust you. Just like them, they've saved me a couple times, doesn't necessarily mean I trust them all that much.
Just be careful who you align yourself with. Make sure they won't turn on you. I can do a lot, but I don't know if I can save you from a 4 turning on you.
Are you gonna turn on me?
Why would I turn on you? You're the only connection I have to the mortal realm anymore. We need each other.
Suppose.
Kapwan, you start to hear these whispers of conversation, one voice sounding really familiar and the other sounding more distant and confusing.
Can I make out any of what they're saying? Probably not.
Make a perception check.
Oh, I have a dice in my pool, and it's been there for a while. Where's perception? There it is.
One of them's definitely Cannon's voice.
Okay.
And you're able to pick up the... Doesn't mean I trust them, it doesn't mean I trust you, like that part of the conversation where he's saying that he's kind of just distrusting in general.
Okay.
You're able to kind of pick up that part, and then you're able to hear the rest of the conversation as you kind of hone in.
I am.
Yes, you are able
Okay.
to hear the rest.
Okay.
He knows I'm here, I need to be going.
Right.
I won't be far. Be careful, Cannon.
I know.
We have more work to do. And then he begins to leave. Kapwan, you feel the Cannon. I assume you're letting him go. It's not the first thing like this to have happened. Kapwan, you feel the spirit start to recede and the presence slowly get farther and kind of fade away. And Cannon, you wake up in the night and you just kind of laying in the cart and you see, I don't know, Kapwan, are you looking outside the tent? I don't know what you're doing.
I'm probably at this point just looking at Kanan.
You wake up and he's just Kapwan staring right at you.
I'm hungry. I dig through my backpack. Do you want anything, Kapwan?
I guess, I don't know. We could do a deception check here to see if this is just like a standard morning routine.
Is it like just before daybreak? Just before dawn?
No, it's like the night.
Okay.
What's your deception, Cannon?
My deception is.
I guess no. You can just roll deception. What's your vigilance?
Vigilance.
Kapwan.
There's
3.
no deception. Oh, deception is in social.
3 purple, 3
Yeah.
green. All right, roll deception, Cannon. All right, so he wakes up and he's like, you want some
Force
food? He seems to have just woken up and have the munchies.
Did not mean to do that.
I'm okay, thank you, Cannon. I think it's time I go to bed. I've been drinking again tonight with Gibby. So,
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take your post then. Do you need this? And I hand him the healing rock. I don't know if he got hurt at all.
Yes,
I
thank
assume
you.
everybody would have been patched up by now. There's been a few
okay.
days, so
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
you guys can heal up, pass it around. Everybody's full.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right? Is that it? Yeah.
Get some sleep. We still got a lot of traveling to do.
All right. Well, I kind of
No.
like sit up and like close my eyes instead of laying down,
Okay.
but I'm not like really sleeping.
I go to sleep.
All right. So we can bring up the next morning and Belle, since you've been trying to, well, you've been talking to Enzo. He seems different after the fight. He's not as like overly cheery and happy flirty as he was. He's more distant and less animated as you kind of talk to him and just in general to the group. Spending a lot of time by himself, and a few nights you've seen him and Gus and Corcoran all talking and
Oh God.
discussing more, and Gibby, after a few nights of them talking, starts to join them, and they have him stop drinking a few of the nights as some of the nights pass on. Definitely, there's a shift in feeling, and things are more tense now during the nights. So let's say 5 days have passed. You guys are
Do we all
traveling.
notice it?
Yeah, you notice that the main people you've been interacting with are a little more. They don't seem as openly friendly and inviting anymore. Like it was like old friends before, and now it seems, weird. Not hostile or anything, but just there's tension. And you guys have been noticing this now for a day or two, and about midday, you guys are stopping for a standard break for everyone to rest, take some shade by the side and the trees, and let the horses and mules get a break. And you see, you guys would have noticed this trend, and you see up at the front of the caravan, Gibby and Gus and Enzo and Corcoran talking, huddled up. They seem more agitated, more tense, I guess. Like an intense discussion's happening.
I think I'm gonna go say hello.
I think I'll join you.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Alright.
apply the hag head to our cart.
That should help.
Wow, perfect timing.
Situation.
Maybe I should hold
It'll
off
make it
on.
all okay.
I think maybe I'll hold off on that.
I kind of
ending.
honestly assumed that you had done that.
Okay.
Because let's be honest, you guys had done that.
There's
Like, let's just be as a group.
Oh,
let's
yeah,
be
it's
honest.
been
That
like
was
at
happening
least
the first night it was boiled.
Yeah.
That's
There was fucking brain coming out of the spine thing, and it was like, oh yeah! Let's not pretend like you guys
That was
had a
out of
moment to not
character.
put that up. Let's not pretend like that's the fucking story that's being told here, because our story is not that story. I don't even know. Like, the head's been on there. Okay, I'm not allowing that as the GM. You guys totally had put that up.
We would have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I would have watched Bell and Kapwan put it up.
They'd have been like, little to the left, little right, and then Kapwan's up there with like the pole, just like moving it. That's the
Okay.
stuff. I imagine it on top of the elk head or like in the antlers, those like massive 4-tier I don't know.
Yeah, we make it like a jackalope kind of thing.
It's fucked. It's fucked. The card's fucked, guys.
Oh, like their cards aren't fucked?
They're not skulls on skulls fucked.
Ball fucking.
Skull fucking fucked.
You know, the GM does raise a good point for people who are probably wanted for several murders for not being very inconspicuous.
I'd like to approach them
But yeah,
with Bell.
we're doing that. What are the other two guys doing?
What are you guys doing? And Gibby, or not Gibby, Kapwan, you've seen that Gibby has been a lot shorter, and like you're drinking, he's been quieter when you drink, and you haven't heard a story on why he's called Gibby the Lion in 2 days.
I guess I'll go with Bell
Enzo
and
feels
Castus.
weird.
I'll go with Bell and Castus, but I'm not going to say anything.
And Gibby probably would have been asking you a lot of questions about your past, Kapwan,
okay.
and the torture that happened to you,
Oh boy.
and stuff like that, of that nature.
That's fine.
Trying to figure out, because you mentioned you were exposed to like dark magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'd been asking like a litany of questions.
Yeah. I would be as honest as I can with him.
He
But of
would have
course
asked you if you'd ever used dark magic.
I would lie about that.
Okay. Yeah. I would be as honest as I can, but I would lie about that. I'm not gonna make you do any rolls because he'd be drinking heavily still, but different. All right, so you guys noticed these kind of like small signs, and Kapwan, you would have remembered using the blood magic in the fight with
Oh fuck! I did do that, didn't I?
Yeah,
Enzo.
and you're like, hey Enzo,
You're like, watch this,
watch
buddy.
this, but yeah, dude.
And then immediately after the fight, Bell comes up and decapitates a body in a very gruesome manner. You guys take bones and collect them.
It does look bad, doesn't it?
It does look very bad, guys.
Let
We
me
might
just
have
repaint
to-
this picture that's happened. I just want to let everyone know here.
We might have to
I would like to
rethink,
approach Corcoran and
Yeah, so they're all having a fucking group meeting.
excuse me, everyone.
Hi there.
Is there a problem?
I like it.
Oh my
It's straight to
God.
the point. I love it.
Well, we certainly hope not. But,
Then there isn't.
that fucking facial
I know,
expression
that was
just killed me,
amazing.
Kirby.
Yeah, dude. Dude, that was fucking.
Oh my god.
That was so good.
Okay. But God, okay, let me bring it back. Sorry, guys. Let me bring it in. Enzo has told us some disturbing things he saw happen in your fight with the hag, and some of your group's behaviors have made some concerns among the group.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know what you were referencing.
Well, just a few nights ago, you boiled a head and put it on your cart.
That's
And the day
just
before-
classic sculpture.
Skull. Sure.
We're making on a
Love it.
cart.
I hate you guys.
I ask him, what's...
And
It wards off bad spirits. It's a religious thing. Don't harp on our religion.
he kind of looks towards Gibby, and Gibby's like, I don't fucking know. I just fucking skulls. I don't know.
Battle can be
Well-
a disturbing thing, so...
Enzo also mentioned your friend Kapwan doing a similar style of magic to the hag. We're worried that if the corruption can make creatures such as that, and they point back to your cart, the head of a hag.
They point at my cart and I'm waving.
Is the cannon on the cart?
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay. God.
Right when they point. Okay.
I just would like to say that everything we have ahead of, we've never seen again. So,
Caden starts playing wacka wacka wacka.
I'm like, I'm slapping the strings. Yeah.
You guys are serial blowjobists.
I tell them that they need to trust us, and that we will do them no harm. We're here only to protect the caravan and make our way safely to the Imperial City. That's it.
yes.
Oh, and to hang out with Gibby, he's fun.
Well, it's not that we don't trust most of you. It's that it seems you have a dark magic user among you, and according Gibby has told us that in all cases in history, the dark magic is corrupted. And
All cases.
all of the known cases of end up fucking
Oh yeah,
murdering a
Gibby the
town.
lion knows
You
everything.
wanna fucking go? You wanna think you're
Sure.
big? You think you're tough shit?
I just take my sword off and put it on the ground.
You see Gus kind of like grab his hilt.
No, I put it on the
step
ground.
in.
I laid it on the ground.
Oh,
I didn't draw it. I put it
I think
on
the
the ground.
big boy thinks he can take old Gibby. He doesn't
I
know.
punch him in the face.
Oh god! Just clock
Gibby
him.
is gonna die.
Yes, dude. Just clock
That's
his
when
ass.
that's when I run
Let's
off
do
the
it.
cart. And I'll shove Cassis back away from Gibby.
Oh.
Okay.
Flipping two
This
stories.
does
on
seem
that?
like a pretty
I'm gonna
big
need
moment
I'm
that
gonna
might
need
affect
a.
the stories.
I'm gonna need a 10-minute break after this description.
What?
I have to prep some character sheets.
Just
Oh,
for a
God.
friendly fight.
You just punched a man in the face
Yeah, he was pissing me off.
after they just accused you of being dark magic users with ill intent and murdering.
And I told them that we're not gonna hurt anybody.
We're not doing that. I put
And
my
then
sword on
Gibby
the
starts
ground to know that I'm not
talking
gonna
shit.
kill him.
Yeah, he threw down his weapon. Settle down, Corporan. Gus.
No, they're fighting you guys.
Oh Jesus
Like
Christ!
I'm no, like that's just not what would happen.
Oh boy!
So as you punch Gibby, Gus pulls his sword out and like holds it up to your throat. Corcoran, Enzo pulls his bow out and knocks an arrow, and immediately draws and points it directly at Kapwan's face.
Oh, Jesus!
Gibby, his nose is bleeding.
See, there's no reason to draw weapons. I just put mine on the ground, and Gibby deserved it. Let's be honest.
Gibby deserved no such thing. And
Where I'm from, you get
Gibby,
punched in the face for that.
what? Trying to defend your family
Who was defending the family?
from the potential. Oh my god, dude! You guys are not
This is
making
out of
sense to me.
control. It's
Yeah,
out
I
of
don't. I genuinely don't understand what's happening right now. But I'll do another one. Make it feel better. All right, I need to take a small break.
Oh God!
Try and figure out what's. I wasn't prepared for this contingent.
All right, you know what? We're gonna leave this caravan.
It's happening.
Like, okay.
Yeah, but I need a minute. So.
Well, we need a minute to collaborate so we can all go in another chat. Talk this out.
Fuck.
What should I do
I'm
with-
trying to think of ways for this not to happen, but like it just would.
I'm gonna try to negotiate something. That's the only thing I
mean,
can
this
do.
is like everybody can do one thing now. Like
I've been trying
Cassius's
to
one
do
thing was to
something.
just punch somebody.
Well, I haven't done any rolls whatsoever for anything. I've tried to talk with him, and then
Gibby started popping off.
and then he smarted off to me, and I'm
So
frustrated.
you just, I don't know. Okay.
Cassius was frustrated with the situation, so
So we just initiates violence,
oh, just a good punch.
which is violence.
I put my weapon down.
Violence.
Small violence.
We will respond with violence.
That's fine if Gibby does.
I do need a minute though, so we should pause the stream. Like I need to just get the
Okay.
stats. I need to get stats for like 10 minutes here.
Okay.
We'll be right with.
Oh shit. Yeah, if we're gonna lean into it, we're gonna lean into it hard. We try to do good, and we just leave a wake of destruction in our path, dude. Uh-oh.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. So Castus punches Gibby, breaks his nose basically. Gus pulls the sword out and starts pointing it towards Castus. He's probably not close enough to hold it up to him. Corcoran starts yelling like, "What the fuck?" Attack, and not he doesn't yell attack. He's like, "What the fuck? You're like attacking!" Like he's just screaming. There's like a cacophony of screams. Gus yelling at you like to fucking stand down. Like
You can't look at me, Gus, and tell me you've never wanted to
Hold
punch
on,
him.
this is all happening at once. You don't have time to respond yet. Cannon, you see this happen. You start bolting in. You're probably long range away. And you see Gibby kind of punch it, and they're all yelling, and you can, I guess now, yeah, you'd have time for that. And Gibby, he think you're a fucking tough guy, huh? And you see him just kind of like his shoulders and arms start bulging, and his forearms start to go out farther, and fur starts to grow out, and his spine starts to elongate, and his shoulders grow wider, his hips grow longer, his fingers start to grow into massive, like, paws. And he shapeshift into like kind
Not a
of
lion.
picture. No, he is a lion.
It's a bear.
Picture like
Do a
picture like
cheetah.
at the size of like Aslan from like Narnia. So like standing like a head above everyone. Like he's massive.
Lionfish.
And he kind of just jumps and like knocks you to the ground and like roars in your face, and like you get the saliva and the big teeth. I guess we can make an attack there.
Are we gonna roll initiative or?
This is happening just as a thing.
Combat hasn't started yet, so there's still time to.
Yeah. This is just
Honeypot.
his response.
That's what I'm
To
gonna
get
try
him-
to do.
Punched in the face.
That's all I can do.
You have a melee defense?
Yep.
This is fucking attack. Oh, there it is. Wow. So this massive lion comes up, and as it's like you see him grow, and like he turns into like this lion that's above your head, and as he just makes like a quick jump, and you're able to kind of move to the side a little bit. Can you do knockdown if you don't do damage? This be
Don't
successful
think
attack.
so. Yep. Usually can't. The only one you can't trigger is blast and guided.
Okay. So even though he doesn't hit you, and you're able to kind of move out of the way of the pounce, he quickly, like the lion quickly turns around and is really close and seems to kind of have like the advantage since you don't have your sword. And wait, is the defensive on the sword or the armor?
This is on the sword.
That's fine. I'm not going to reroll, but it still wouldn't have netted a success. It would have been just no failures. So Gus is yelling like, "What are you doing?" Gibby's a giant lion. Corporan's screaming. Is there anything like now is your chance, guys?
Okay, I would like to step in, try to charm him, and like just say that we're not gonna hurt any. Like, God, I don't know. Just like try to get them to calm down, just by like just jump in the middle of the like between Castus and everybody else, I guess, and just say like,
Okay.
we don't want to hurt anybody. Like, please just, he'll apologize and we'll like
make the
we'll
charm.
play nice.
Make the old charm
So
roll.
I'm gonna use congenial to suffer 1 strain to downgrade the difficulty by 1. And then, are there any setbacks?
I didn't have any now.
Okay. Phew.
What a
Dude,
time.
if you could
What a
have,
time.
Look at those dice.
Jesus, I don't think you could have rolled better for any
Yeah.
situation. Jesus.
What
So
a
I'm just like,
time.
whatever, I don't know, this lady just jumps out in the middle, and maybe they don't want to, like, hit a female or something, so they're like, oh, okay, like, things just got a little heated there, guys, but let's,
So, like, yeah,
let's all take a
everyone,
step
like, there's
back.
swords and bows being pointed at each other. Well, not at each other, mostly at you guys. There's also a massive lion that's, like, taller at the shoulders than you are tall.
Like,
And,
we will behave ourselves, just...
so the triumph is that, Corcoran is also on your side of the trying to not fight.
Yeah, yes, good.
Stand down! What is going on here?
Get your beast boy in check.
You have said quite enough. I suggest
Cassis,
you
maybe you
stop
should just go back
speaking.
to the tent.
Just bend down, pick up my sword, put it on my back, and bit on the ground.
God, dude.
And stand right there.
You're not leaving.
No,
Probably
The
for
lion is
best.
just like eyeing you down.
don't care.
Okay.
Seen people shapeshift before.
This would be the biggest one you've seen. He's like, I cannot emphasize how large this lion is. This is like silhouette 3 lion.
That is a big
Like
line.
the size of a fucking
Now maybe 2. But
All
it's
4
like
of us could
a-
ride it.
dude.
All 4 of us
This-
could ride it at the same time.
yeah. You could get on his back comfortably.
Awesome.
That's what our illustration had been of the 4 of us riding Gibby the lion as a
I
lion.
would never let that happen. I can't do Gibby for that extended amount of time to have him be your friend and ride him. That's just I can't keep Australian for that long.
Not gonna be alive for that long.
Kirby's
Kirby's
ready
on
to
the
kill this
warpath,
fucking.
dude. I mean, if that's the way we're going, let's do it. I'm ready. Either way, I was just
you
trying to
guys-
diffuse the situation
right.
to save it.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
can pull back
all
if
right,
we want.
conversation can happen. Yeah,
I just like they.
I told you they were doing dark magic.
That was a punch. That wasn't dark magic.
No,
if you
but
had
why
a
on
problem
earth?
with us, why didn't you confront us
You
like
need
men?
to stop speaking,
Why?
or this situation will get worse.
Did I get there
Okay.
yet?
Clearly upset. We need level heads to speak.
I feel like I'm being pretty level-headed.
You just punched a man.
Exactly.
For
and he
trying
turned
to
into
keep
a
his
lion
family
and attacked
alive.
me.
Did I get there yet?
We've
Yeah,
been
you're
up
there
front
now.
with you about everything.
About
On
the
this-
dark magic use, you came in and hey, we have a dark magic user. He does blood magic. It's the most corruptive and dangerous thing in the entire known world. By the way, we collect bones for rituals.
Oh no, they're not
That's
for
what
rituals.
you said. Is that what you said when you came in?
It's no.
Then how have you been up front?
We've hunted. We asked about a pot. Said, hey, can we boil this head? You said yes.
Guys, someone else should talk instead of Cat. He's not making. Belle, this is your point.
Is this
I
I
walk
don't.
It's not
away.
helping. It's not helping.
I did everything I could. Like I'm just
No,
trying
you're
to like.
there. Like Corcoran is on
perhaps-
your side. That's the triumph.
Look,
He's
let's
he
just
sees you
all
as the-
relax and take a smoke break or whatever
just
it is
happened?
that you do,
go
and maybe
Gus-
we should
lower your sword and bow.
sheathe our weapons, and maybe someone should apologize for.
Well,
Uh,
apparently Enzo has accused me, Canon, of using blood magic. I don't recall.
You don't recall being in there shooting dark magic at the Ableton and Hag?
oh
I know
no,
what I saw.
that was divine.
No, that was not.
Oh, well, that's fine. Everyone makes mistakes. I forgive you.
I know what I saw. You like. I mean, I don't know. He knows what he like.
He knows, but they don't.
I mean, they trust him. Like, They have no reason to trust you guys. Not like they trust him.
Well, I don't really know what Kapwan can say at this point, or do, for that matter, to help.
Look, perhaps we
situation.
can come to some sort of an agreement or an arrangement that you leave us at the next town, if that makes you comfortable. Whatever.
And maybe...
We didn't come here to fight you.
Suddenly... Seems as if you came up here looking for a fight.
We came up here to figure out what was going on.
We were discussing.
Have we shown anyone, any member of this caravan, any ill intent before today?
Not yet. Well, not
yet.
until now.
Things got out of hand now.
But it is known and well documented that dark magic users get corrupted by the power.
I don't know anything about dark magic, so I don't know
me
shit
neither.
about magic.
We were
I,
discussing how to approach this.
Well, that's why part of the reason why we're going to the Imperial City, so I can find out what the hell is wrong with me.
So you do freely admit.
No, I'm not going to admit to a fallacy, but there is something wrong with me. I can feel it. I can speak with the dead. I shapeshift when I get, hurt.
Alright, this one's definitely a roll. I don't know. I guess you can choose. Is that what Kapwan actually thinks, or is it a lie?
No, that is not a lie.
Okay, then it's not deception. It would be negotiation, maybe, or charm. Charm. Yeah.
Smoke them if you got them.
All right, I'll put it in. I got it.
You got
Wait,
it.
no,
Great.
that's the wrong side. The wrong side.
Oh no.
All right, go.
Well, fuck.
I think that's okay. Well, I will interpret that roll as being a triumph and good.
Okay.
Because I don't know how else to interpret that roll. Well, see that you mean what you say. But I do trust Enzo and what he saw, even if you aren't aware of the fact that you have the ability to use the dark magics you do. And it is incredibly dangerous. The seductive nature and corrupting power of it.
Again, which is the fact that whatever happened to me is why I'm heading to the Imperial City. Now, I may never make it if we can't figure this situation out. And if I don't make it, that could be bad for a lot more people than just you. I'm not saying that as a threat. I'm saying it as a concerned person. Concerned for mine and the safety of others.
And he kind of stands and thinks for a few moments and is really like looking at you and considering you. And I think we may be able to still help you get there. We made Ryu understand that not all ways that things are viewed are correct, way that you assume about groups and other. Until today, you've shown us no threat, and still you haven't shown us threat. You seem level-headed, and are we any better if we judge someone who's been corrupted and trying to fix themselves as the people who see us when they come into their town as nothing more than thieves and criminals. I think we may be able to help, but we'll certainly have to re-earn our trust.
Sure. Is Castus
And,
still here?
I think he's lingering in the area.
Yeah,
I spit again on the ground.
I went up to Castus. I didn't make it to the full group. As he was walking back, I just kind of stopped Castus and kind of asked what's going
on. And as he's talking, Enzo kind of chimes in. I fought with them, and he did only use the dark magic against the enemy. It seemed he was under control, and he seemed nice enough. Big one, he seems to have a temper, but he started to grow on me.
Probably not as much as Gibby's ale has grown on me.
You look towards Gibby, and he's still just a massive lion. But he's not bearing as many teeth, he's just kind of watching.
Okay.
And I think we should all sleep on it, and we can talk in the morning. I think we all have a lot of talking to do between us.
Agreed.
Oh shit, I was meant to be Corcoran, but that was Enzo. So Enzo said that, and Corcoran's, good point, Enzo. I almost said that exact thing.
Nice.
Amazing.
Fuck. So I assume you guys kind of go back, and Gibby shrinks down from Lion back to Gibby, still nose broken.
I'm gonna take some of the skulls down off the pole and just put them inside the cart.
I don't.
For the time
So,
being.
yeah, you guys
Just
can,
for now.
I don't know what you guys are trying to do, but if you want to, like, yeah, ball's in your court, I guess, now. They're, like, aware. I don't know, you guys heading back? Or are you lingering intimidatingly? Or what's the group plan?
To sleep on it, to continue
I'll walk
traveling.
back to the tent.
Yeah, and to continue traveling and talk in the morning about it.
Yes, you guys, I feel like there's a large conversation that needs to happen here.
I'd like to load my flintlock pistol. I'm just kidding.
I assume it's loaded for the first one, if I'm honest. Like, I assume Belle's ready. She's ready to chop fucking heads off, so.
That's totally, like, benign. I don't understand why it's such a big deal. Like, they don't fucking take, like, antlers and stuff.
You chopped off a humanoid head right after one of the other members of your group.
It was a
blood magic.
Like,
Evil.
okay, so if there was a bounty on a bandit and they're like, bring me his head, they'd be like, oh god.
But see, that's a reason, Chris. That's a reason.
What do you mean that's a reason?
That's a reason. I need the head to show proof, and they're like, that makes sense.
Bell, I think it's just cultural
and
differences.
we showed proof, and then we're like, okay, now we need
Who are you
to...
showing proof to? You just
It must be
bounced it.
cultural
I
differences.
think it might be cultural differences here.
Castus is right.
Something is lost here in the cultural faux pas.
In the West. Yeah.
From Corin, we drop our weapons and we fight out arguments. We don't fight with our words.
I see.
I would assume we're all back at the cart now, having this
you guys
conversation.
are back at, you guys.
Castus!
So
Yes,
how'd
Bill.
it go?
That was close.
Close to what?
So, was
Do you
it
remember?
good?
Do you remember Stones Brook?
I do.
That was very close to another Stones Brook.
I put down my weapon.
They
I
weren't so
I've
convinced.
never said anything rude to anybody, and he says rude thing right to my face. That from where I'm from, you get punched in the face.
You were rude to Enzo the entire time.
So,
I'm not trying to get
but-
called out. I'm playing a character.
Okay, sorry. That's my bad. You're right. Carry on, team.
so, what do we do? This is clearly mostly my fault.
You used dark magic to help him. You put a barrier
Castus
up.
escalated it a bit.
What did
Well,
he
that's
even say
true.
to you, Castus? What hurt your feelings so much that you had
Don't
to
even
hurt
remember
somebody?
that bearded little fuck. Just, I went red with rage.
Love
You
it.
see, the more angry he gets.
God damn it! I'm gonna murder myself.
I
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
I kind of chime in and I say like, look, we've all
Yeah,
had
it's
a lot
outs
of
anyways, it's not in.
we've all had a lot of like stress over the past couple days, so we need to just like relax and calm down a bit from our near-death experience.
The only death it was near was Gibby the pup.
I don't know. He had you running.
I didn't mean him. I meant
I wasn't
the
running.
hag.
Looked like it from way out here.
We
I
would
didn't
have been
even
okay.
move.
We would have been fine. I'm confident in our abilities.
Punched him once, came at me,
Dude,
stepped
we
to
would
the
have
side.
murdered the whole caravan.
Yeah, we
Out of
don't need to
character.
do that.
We don't need to do that, I don't think. It would have been really fun, but you know,
So this is a character conversation.
we should probably try to like, no,
Would've
this
been
is out
really
of
fun to
character.
murder everybody.
This is out of character. It would have been fun to do all the combat and everything, but
And Belle, we probably
would've
shouldn't
been a
talk
lot.
about stones anywhere.
Yeah, let's put Stonesbrook behind us.
You guys need a code word for stones.
Belle kind of like
The chapel.
gets her voice gets a little like louder and when Casta says like we need to put Stonesbrook behind us, and she's like, "Don't you think we've tried?"
Okay, I see you're harboring some sort of resentment. I don't think we are welcome here in this caravan anymore.
I don't either.
What time of night is it?
No,
God.
it's
like
midday.
daytime.
It's like
morning.
mid-afternoon. This is like post thing. You guys can talk for as long into the night as you want. Nothing else is going to happen tonight, so you guys can decide how many hours of deliberation, and like we can RP as much as you guys want. And I think it's good. It's going well.
How... Do you guys know how far we are from Sutton?
At least a week.
Yeah,
I
about a
have
week.
no idea.
So
we just
Probably a week.
buy some water, buy some food, and we
we've
leave
got
out ahead.
we've got water. I'll smack the barrel.
Glug, glug, glug.
Well,
We do have
maybe,
water.
maybe we leave tonight, and if they're not going to accept us, I mean, we just move on without them.
Well, we
We
shouldn't
could
give
sleep
up at the
in-
first sign of trouble. We need to talk to him in the morning.
They've spent days not confronting us about
They
what they
have
saw.
spent days.
This
They've been
plan.
talking. You guys
distant
would have
and
been seeing
talking.
them talking a lot. I mean, they were deliberating heavily.
They've been trying to figure out what to do with us for days, so
Let's not get too emotional. You don't even know what they were talking about. Let's just
they
keep
told me
going.
what they were talking about.
Yeah.
About Kapwan.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Oh, no.
Kapwan has
did.
protected us through
Yeah, he
a
did.
bunch.
But what they think, it's fine. They let us stay here after that whole conversation. We could just keep moving until we want to leave. If you want to leave now, then
What if the situation gets more tense
That's what
after
I think
after
it's gonna
today?
it's not going to be their fault if it gets more tense. Let me tell you that.
I think maybe perhaps I should go talk to them alone tomorrow.
How about
Not a bad idea, Kapwan.
no?
I don't think that's a good idea, Kapwan.
Why wouldn't that be a good idea?
I don't think we need to do things alone anymore for the next couple of days. We need to get back on a solid footing, and we need to do it together.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure they're going to have a lot of questions for me, and Hot Hands Castus over here might not be able to keep to himself.
Hot hands.
fucking crazy eyes.
God damn it.
It's not the eyes, it's the nose. Remember, we figured it out.
I don't know what the right answer is.
Well, I think we should all be in agreement for whatever we decide to, but
Let's decide then. We have time.
I say we keep going with them until the next town, at least.
I
Yep.
could be on the next town idea. Perhaps we should visit the next town and go our separate ways or something.
I mean,
Rest in the next town for a few days or something. Maybe do a small job there. Find something to occupy us for a little bit. Maybe refill our supplies. So that's an option.
I think that's best. But for now, we need to.
Or we could try to keep going with them all the way to the Imperial City.
I don't know, I
Or,
don't like these people.
I don't think they're going to the Imperial City.
Oh, I think you're right. I'm not sure. So we have the option to travel to the next town. Try to do that at least. We don't know what they're gonna say. Or we could leave now. What else can we do? We could fight them.
No.
Yeah, I'd rather not. We already got really lucky on getting out of that, I think, so. So it's either leave now or try to continue the next town, right?
Well, I mean, if we leave now, we're gonna just end up running into them again.
Not if we get ahead of them. We could travel in shifts. We could travel longer.
traveled on our own before, and
A pirate arc.
quite frankly, we haven't really run into any trouble on the road with them.
Not yet.
And
There was
Yeah.
the tense. There was that situation in Gars was kind of tense, where they kind of got kicked out by the townsfolk. You guys saw the
So
that was
maybe
like almost a situation.
maybe it would be better if we did arrive to Sutton alone. It'd allow us to roam around more freely and not be
yeah.
thrown out of the town.
Cassis knows about the general idea of the Mayad Ryu. Yeah, which I don't know if that helps right now, but I mean, I mean, it helps character-wise.
character decisions, man.
Yeah, I know.
Call
So
me
what
out.
do we do?
No,
What
no,
do
no,
we
no,
do?
I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I am. I don't mean to call you out. I really don't. I'm just a spectator right now, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, if we
I'm
do
sorry.
leave, there's one thing I do want to do before we go.
Which is
Find out the real reason why they call him Gibby the Lion.
Do we
So
leave
what do we
tonight,
do?
then?
well done.
Do we leave tonight?
Oh fuck!
Do we leave tonight or do we stay with them till the next town?
Do you
I
want
will-
to? Do you
or do we
want to
go somewhere
ride
else?
to the next town?
Look. I'll say
That's the
this, and
question.
I'll shut up. They're giving us a second chance. We should do the same for them.
Have they? They've been deliberating about what to do with us for days.
Cassis, eat some
And-
rations. You're hungry.
I eat some jerky.
And the fact that they haven't come to a decision means that they're quite conflicted in
That does not
wanting
offend
to
me
get-
at all. It's like, you might be hungry. It's like, okay, I might.
I'm just picturing a Snickers commercial.
Exactly. That's exactly what I went for.
And it's fucking like, what is his name? Fucking the short dude from It's Always Sunny.
Danny
Danny.
DeVito.
Danny DeVito just walking around just
Oh.
pissed off. Castus, you get angry when you're hungry. I'm sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so the fact that they haven't asked us to leave sooner means that
We're an asset.
exactly.
Well, they need us more than we need them, I think.
I don't know. They gave us food and water, so
and lots
Yeah,
of
they
don't.
I don't know that they really need us at all.
Enzo would have died in that cave without us.
Sure, any one of us would have died in that cave if we were alone
I don't think Enzo would have even been in that cave without us.
us. So do we leave or do we stay? Or do
I'll
we go
say-
west to Lale, or however you say that town?
I don't even know if it's there. I don't know.
You're
Is that
muted,
even-
Clay.
On the map, whatever's
Yeah,
west of
it's
Sutton.
Lale. I'm not even gonna say it. But I said it when I was muted, but I'm worried that if I say it, it'll stick. I said, just please don't call it Lolly. Lale is the correct name.
We could go west to Lale, or we could keep going. What do we do? What are we doing here?
Sutton's a core and
It's a
war town, right?
It's a big iron mining place. So you know that's a massive mining colony. And yes, it has lots of troops in it, and it's basically the main weapons and armor manufacturer. It's the main source of iron and metals for Corrin and its army. You would have heard of it. You maybe even, depending, could have been there. It's the second biggest place other than Corrin in the kingdom of Corrin. And then
Okay.
third is Tide's Reach.
Well, the last town we stopped at, the other Corinian soldiers looked at me like I was a peasant, and I've done my service, so whatever reputation they carry is dampering everything I've done my entire life.
Go to Sutton?
I would prefer to head to Sutton. We can wait till morning, but let's go out and ahead of the caravan and leave them.
We should go tonight, or very early. We should go before they wake up, if that's the case, I think.
But I don't want to make the decision as just Castus, but as the entire group.
I agree.
I think I owe everyone here an apology first off.
No, you don't.
And
No.
I think we should go.
Separate.
I think we should go.
Cannon,
Majority rules.
Just in Winnie's.
Kapwan, you do not have to apologize. You've protected us more than any one of us here.
But at what cost?
Well,
Angry man mad at magic.
Not a very big cost.
I'm okay
I
with
mean,
that.
we were planning on departing from the caravan at some point anyway. This is just an early departure.
Then
they
that
don't
settles
accept
it.
us. They don't accept you, Kapwan, and quite frankly, they're giving me a reputation that where I'm not accepted by people that I know.
This is fair. Let's do it.
Okay.
Just pull the proverbial trigger.
So we leaving through the night or in the early morning?
We
Say early morning,
Like early.
early, like still nighttime.
All right.
2:30 a.m.
after
We'll
After
set our alarm.
Okay. So as you guys kind of bed down for the night, you set the cart a little differently. Things are put away more than they have been normally when you camp in, and
During the
After-
night, I do something while it's dark out.
yes,
I just want to.
this is before you leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to take the 125 silver I got from the hag.
Mm-hmm.
put it in a little pouch that I have. I probably have an extra one. And
Yeah.
I'll go run it and put it on Enzo's cart
And
with a little note.
make a
Stealthy guy.
let me see what Enzo's sheet is. It is. Yeah. Okay. Alright, make a stealth check.
Lots to
What is
interpret.
that?
3 successes,
What?
3 advantage, triumph,
Why did it
and
have to be so confusing? It was just supposed to see if he was going to talk to you, but now there's a whole bunch going on.
3 success, 3 advantage, a triumph, and despair.
So
How
you,
does that work?
You're telling
The
me.
triumph and the despair cancel, don't
No, they
they?
explicitly don't cancel. In the
Oh.
rules. They explicitly both have something
Oh,
happen.
Jesus
I
Christ.
know. What a time to be a GM. What a time. Okay. So as you sneak up, and
That is crazy.
yeah, it is. You're right. You sneak
Well,
past.
he's not seen.
Yeah, you don't get noticed. Rip? Like, I don't know. I don't know. This was TBD to the despair, if I'm honest. You're able to sneak in there, you give it, you write a little note. It seems heartfelt.
It just says, thanks for the help.
Yeah, and the triumph and despair will, I'm going to put behind the old GM curtain, because, yeah, don't
Sounds
ask.
good.
It's my business, guys. Don't worry about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about this triumph and despair.
Oh,
right now.
God.
Our
Okay.
past is going to come back to haunt
This
us.
is just crazy.
So Cannon
This has
sneaks-
been one of the.
Oh, Jesus.
It's just a stealth roll.
I know. What happened? I know. Why? Why did this all happen?
Like, did I do it or not?
You did it. You're
I know,
Succeed-
but like,
you
Jesus.
succeed the stealth.
You
with
succeed with advantage. So like it was a good. Like he did not notice you, and
And
no
then
one
you get
noticed
triumph.
you.
How do you triumphantly want to
like
stealth and give him your back?
I can just take care of the triumph and despair, and it'll be interesting. And since it's a triumph and a despair on the same roll, it's not going to be it's going to be plot device. It's not going to be directly punishing. So just as a group, that's how I'll figure something out. Because it'll be interesting. How's that?
Okay.
So Cannon comes back. I assume nobody is sleeping. I'm sure it's a tense night.
Yeah.
I eat and sleep soundly.
He's an old war man. Like he's been in tense situations.
I'm
Soldiers,
afraid.
soldiers learn
personally-
when to nap when they can.
I'm afraid personally that somebody from the caravan's gonna come and get me. I'm scared of the boogeyman.
So the night passes. Those of you who were able to sleep. Cannon returns. I imagine Kapwan or Bell wakes everybody when it's time.
I actually let whoever's sleeping.
I think it's just Castus. Bell, would you be sleeping?
Lightly.
Okay, so
She's sleeping with her pistol.
One Castus eye
big
open.
sparkle.
I can watch the tent and the stars.
Oh, gosh.
It's the nose. We figured it out, guys.
So, yeah.
What happened this session?
I don't
Indeed.
know.
I don't know either.
It was a roller coaster.
I'm.
So you guys, this is your last chance for RP, and then we'll head off into the night. I guess.
Yeah.
The wake up, the head
I-
out. There's a moment here.
Belle is having second thoughts about leaving the caravan in her sleep. Like,
It's called dreams, Belle.
maybe we should stay. That was pretty hasty to kind of. I don't know. I don't know. I'm having second thoughts about leaving the caravan, guys.
I'm up and I stretch and I go, well, we off?
I'm having second thoughts about leaving the caravan,
We've been
Captain.
rolling. We've been rolling.
Oh, did I sleep in? I mean,
Wait, we've been
pretty
No,
early.
I don't think anyone's left yet. I think you guys are just making the decision right now. You're about to leave, if you are gonna leave.
Well, I'm ready to go. I'm already with Piston.
Yeah, we should.
The cannon's hooking up, Piston.
Should get.
What's your
spooky.
concern, Belle?
I don't know if we should leave them.
Should I go get the money I gave Enzo then?
You
Sneak
gave
back
Enzo
in.
some money?
Come on, we're going.
I'm not the decider here.
We're going. I already hooked up Piston.
Let's go. All right.
The guys, the
Let's go
horse is
get-
hitched.
Jesus.
You guys know how pissed he gets if we hitch her and unhitch her. So let's just go and avoid that.
Yeah, let's go. I think secretly Bill is gonna miss Enzo and Gibby the most. So
Kapwan's
she's just
definitely
having
gonna miss
some
Gibby.
second thoughts, but like, I don't know. Let's go.
So as you guys hitch up and have your last quick conversation confirming that everybody's on board and everybody's a part of the idea, you guys head west? Where are you guys heading?
I guess we're just
No, we're going-
we're just trying to get there first.
All right. Are you going down this like main path? Or are you gonna kind of just trying to outspeed them?
No, I mean, we're just going to stay on the path and keep I would assume, like our same travel routine that we've had the last couple
Yeah.
weeks, but
Okay, with just a little head start from today
Just
to get
a
in
head
front of them. Okay. So as you guys kind of quietly are walking past from your point in the back of the caravan towards the front, it's all quiet in the night and just the wheels of the wagon, like a gentle squeak and sway. No one seems to wake. And fast forward and into the night. Eventually, the caravan's a few miles behind you, and after a few more twists and turns, you can't see them anymore. And the sun begins to come up, and we'll fade out as the sun begins to ride east of the road, walking towards the sunrise. As you guys are now on your own and away from caravan, and that's where we'll end.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
Man.
Well, that was an intense session.
Yeah, no combat, and that was the most nervous I've ever been.
Yeah, why do I feel like we just like lost a family member leaving the caravan? Like I'm like, this just feels like
Yeah, it was
I don't
bad.
know. God, that feels painful.
I have so many ideas.
Good. Well, I'm glad. That was just like
I mean, it's not a boring story, guys. It's not a boring story at all.
At all.
No, it isn't.
It's a great story.
It's not boring.
I'm gonna go though. I can get in bed. And
All right, good session.
great session, guys.
Thanks for
that
watching.
Thanks for tuning in.
That was
Catch
one
us
of the
next
most-
week.
That was intense.
one of the most entertaining I had as a
Jesus.
GM. I felt like I was a lot of the time watching, which was awesome. I do feel bad. I was sorry for calling you out. I didn't mean it like that. I just was excited about what's all the things that are happening, and I should have sat back more, but
It's okay.
I got excited. That was great, though. A lot of fun.
It was. All right. Thanks,
was good.
guys. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Same
time,
hood
guys.
rat time, same hood rat place.
Oh, I like that.